This is the Commodities, Scrap Metal Recycling and Economic Report brought to you by Bentley Roll-Off Trailers, Gondola Trailers, and Roll-Off Truck Parts, March 13, 2023. U.S. weekly raw steel production fell to 1.664 million tons as steel mills keep supplies tight. Also, as the interest rates rise, which increases costs, which is slowing the economy. The government wants the slower economy to reduce demand that will slow inflation. WTI crude oil price fell to $76.68 a barrel over concerns of a global slowdown. The U.S. weekly oil rig count fell to 590 on the same concerns over global slowing and global demand slowing. Oil companies are reducing investment and keeping supplies low. The low supplies brings high prices and high profits, which maximizes shareholder returns. U.S. weekly crude oil production fell to 12.2 million barrels per day in a tight range for 10 months. Production remains steady on concerns over the global slowing in demand. Scrap steel number one HMS price was steady at about $385 a gross ton on good domestic and export demand. Also, slowing manufacturing in the U.S. is bringing a tight supply of prime scrap, so therefore higher prices. Hot rolled coil steel price rose to $56.67 per hundredweight, which is $11.33 a ton, and this was on fair demand but low production, but which is keeping supplies tight, so therefore higher prices. Copper price fell to $4.01 a pound over concerns over global economic slowing. Aluminum price fell to $1.05 a pound, which is $23.12 a metric ton on the same global slowing concerns. U.S. March IBD TIPP Economic Optimism Index, which is the public's view of the economy. It rose to 46.9, the highest since December 2021, but remember, below 50 is pessimistic. Steady at 53 is what people believe as to are we truly in a recession. But the index increased to 55 about people's feelings about their personal finances. U.S. February average hourly earnings rose 0.2%, which is only 2.4% annually, the smallest increase in a year. Slow wage growth is important to reduce inflation. The smaller wage growth is partly due to lower wage jobs being created. U.S. February new jobs report had a big 311,000 jobs created, so that means we're still in a tight labor market. There are a record number of people working in the U.S. though. Leisure and hospitality added the most jobs, transportation and warehousing lost the most. U.S. February labor participation rate, which is people 16 years old or older working or looking for work. Remember, people home, not working, nor even looking for work, are not even considered unemployed. They are not even in the unemployed numbers. It rose to 62.5, the highest since March 2020, but still below pre-COVID. We need this number to be higher. U.S. February unemployment rate rose to 3.6%, up from the 50-year low of 3.4%. Higher unemployment is bad for workers, but brings less wage demand, which brings lower inflation. Wall Street's Dow Jones Industrial Average fell a huge 1,481 points to 31,910, driven by Friday's huge bank failure. Also, on the hot jobs report, but lower inflation data helped, and the higher percent unemployed helped. Last night, the government said they would guarantee all deposits from last Friday's largest bank failure since 2008. Roll-off trailers carry heavy loads with a Bentley. Over permit to 102,000 GVW or more with a tri-axle in some states. Also, buy an 8-axle in Michigan, that's 154,000 GVW without even over permitting. For safety, Bentley uses the same axles, control valve, rollers, etc. for everything from our little 2-axle trailers to our 8-axle trailers. As always, feel free to call or email me with any questions, and we hope all have a safe and profitable week.